Time in YouTube, and welcome back to another extra special. Today we are going to be looking over Mega Scizor. Mega Scizor is the steel type Pokemon with 220 base HP. It's a pretty bulky Pokemon. It's got Iron Crusher as its main attack. It's going to only cost you 2 steel energy. Very easy to set up. It's got 120 power, which doesn't seem like a whole lot. It really isn't. But we do get to discard a special energy or stadium of our choosing, which is also, well, that's actually really nice. Now you're going to be thinking, well, how do you win games if Mega Scizor is only doing 120 damage? Well, it's the fact that you can set it up like turn 2. He's really quick. And not to mention, there are a ton of ways to recoup that energy. First off, we're going to take a quick side look at the regular basic Scizor. Scizor is the 170 basic Pokemon, steel type of course. She's got 2 amazing attacks, Steel Wing, 1 steel energy. It's only doing 20 damage. But it's also going to reduce our damage by 20. So in consideration, first couple turns, that's not terrible. That's really good actually. Now you also have Gale Thruster. Thrust, not thruster, just Gale Thrust. 2 steel energy, just like the Mega, pretty lenient. It's only going to do 50 damage. However, if we manage to switch him in somehow, he's going to do 60 more damage. Now, most of you can pretty much guess it, but we're going to pair it with Zoroark, a stage 1 dark type, 100 HP. He has the stand-in ability. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is on your bench, you may switch this Pokemon with your active, meaning pretty easy to switch it back in and out. Especially if you add a Floatstone, gives it free retreat. Awesome combo. If for whatever reason though Zoroark has to be the main attacker, it does have a pretty reliable attack in Mind Jack. 2 colorless energy, can pretty much be run in any deck. It's only going to do 10 damage. Plus 30 for each of your opponent's bench Pokemon. So if they've got 5 bench Pokemon, this is going to do 160 damage. This is actually going to out-damage our Scizor. With that being said though, we're not aiming to do that. Now we're going to move on. Now, the thing about Scizor is we want to keep it healthy, and to do so, we're going to pair it with Bronzong. Stage 1, steel type as well, 90 HP. Metal Lynx is the only thing we need to worry about. Once during your turn, you may attach a steel energy from your discard pile to your bench Pokemon. Perfect. This means I can set up Scizor most immediately. As long as I got this little bit of a combo going, they can do quite a bit. The only other Pokemon in the deck is Shaymin EX for setup purposes only. I can Sky Return, but come on, 30 damage is 30 damage. It's not really going to do a whole lot. Moving on to our trainers, we have 2 Battle Compressors. Battle Compressor is going to discard 3 cards from our deck, put them right into our discard pile. What benefits this is we can grab our supporters and those 2 steel energies that'll help out Scizor in the long run. We have a couple level balls. Level balls are primarily there for Zorua, getting out Bronzong early, getting a whole bunch of that kind of stuff without having to utilize another item card. We have Max Potion. Now this is what really kicks off the speed of this deck. If I'm in a jam and I need to heal Scizor, I can do it. Great thing about this is I discard those 2 energy, Bronzong can bring them right back on to Scizor. And with the attack only costing 2 steel energy, it's as if I never lost the energy to begin with, which is what makes this pretty cool, if you ask me. Moving on, we have 1 Super Rod, pretty much a staple in every deck. We're going to have casualties, whether it be from the hand or from the battlefield. I want to make sure I can get my Pokemon or energies back, and this is the card to do so. Next up is the Ultra Ball, which is a staple in every deck nowadays. Ultra Ball comes in, discard 2 cards out of our hand, draw whatever Pokemon I want. I'll be using this pretty much every game we play. Another staple is the VS Seeker. I can put a supporter card from my discard pile into my hand. recalling on the supporters that I need at all times is huge. Why am I yawning? Sorry about that. Whether it be Lysandre, Skyla, Birch, does not matter. If I can get that supporter back, it is very crucial to do so. Talking about our supporters, we are going to go right into Lysandre. Lysandre is pretty much iconic in every deck now, as it does let you kind of get your momentum going. Take a bench Pokemon from your opponent's side, bring it into the active position. Whether it be to stall out your opponent or to knock out your opponent's best hitter, that is up to you. Next up is the Pokemon Fan Club. Now this is my choice of a card. You don't need to run this. You could run something else if you really wanted to, but I like it in the early game. Fan Club lets me grab 2 basic Pokemon from my deck and put them into my hand. Whether this be Shaymin, Scizor, Zoras, Bronzors, does not matter. I can just start filling up my bench and keeping my momentum flowing without really having to waste a Birch or a Skyla. I love this card. Birch! Birch is an amazing card as well, as he helps our momentum in our hand. If I have a really bad hand, Birch says don't worry about it, we're putting it all back in the deck, and at the cost of a coin flip, I will be able to either draw 7 or 4. It's up to him, of course. Sycamore, on the other hand, says, ditch your hand, I'm going to draw you 7 brand new cards. Beautiful! I didn't want those cards anyway. And I want to guarantee me getting 7. Our final supporter is Skyla. She has a huge role in this deck. Item cards are incredibly important in most decks nowadays, and in this one, you're going to see that they're very crucial to keeping the momentum of the game going in our favor. So, she's very important. I'll be probably battle compressing her away tons of times. Our stadium of choice is the Reverse Valley. I don't know how many times I've said this. 10 damage can make or break a game. This stadium, I know you can't really read it, but if I have as long as that stadium is on my side, my steel type Pokemon take 10 less damage. 10 damage could be the end of our game, or the brand new life of holding on and hitting my opponent with another great attack. That is crucial with steel types. So it's why I chose Reverse Valley. Items are going to be Floatstone and Scizor Spirit Link. As I click on it for you guys, whoop, there we go. Pretty much Floatstone is for Zoroark primarily, but if I have to, I will attach it to Bronzong. Scizor is strictly for Scizor Spirit. Scizor Spirit Link is strictly for Scizor, obviously. And to round out the deck, we have 10 Steel Energy. This way, you guys can see, not you guys can see. This way, I either have energy in my hand, in the discard pile, in the deck, it doesn't matter, I'll always have some sort of flow with our energy. It's something I really like about this deck. Anyways, that is the deck. Before I actually get into the battles, I want you guys to leave a comment in the description, in the comment section below. What do you guys think Scizor is going to get? We're going to be doing best 2 out of 3. So do you think we're going to get any games? Are we going to get 2 wins, 2 losses, 1 and 2, 2 and 1? I want you to leave that comment in below. Now, unlike most YouTubers, I don't really cut a lot of my battles out. If I have a pretty bad battle, or a battle that doesn't do anything, like we go nowhere, I'll cut that one. But I don't have a problem showcasing a loss. That is the name of Pokemon TCG. We cannot win everything. All I'm here to do is showcase what the deck can do, not if it can win. So, without any further ado, thank you guys so much for bearing with me. Let's get into our first game and see if we can pull out 2 wins today. Alright guys, our first match is against Elise, playing a fighting deck. Could it be Lucario? Lucarios have been spamming the meta pretty often today. Or, not today, but the last little while. We are winning this coin flip, which is beautiful. We will be going first. And we see we have 1 Scizor, but the rest of our hand is pretty booty. Pretty booty. Not to say it's a bad hand, I can get most of it up actually. we see a Hawlucha EX, which is actually kind of cool. I haven't seen a whole lot of them. We'll go for a Battle Compress. We'll discard a couple Steel Energy, and if Skyla's here, we're gonna get rid of Skyla. There we go. We'll throw up the Reverse Valley, switch that around so I take less damage. Attach a Steel Energy to Scizor. Scizor's already almost ready to go, and we will go with a Birch. Tails on that, sadly. We'll go with the Zorua. Floatstone on the Zorua. I'll be pretty much able to do the same thing on the next turn, and that's alright by me. Question is, what does this Hawlucha want to do to us? There's a single Steel Energy. Now it can counterattack, which is really cool. Fighting Stadium, which is not good for us, because Fighting Stadium means more damage and unnecessary damage to Scizor. I need to get Reverse Valley back. Alright, I'm simply going for the Birch. Come on, Birch! Well, it wasn't all bad, but I am not about to take more damage than I need. I'm going to be going for the Fan Club next turn, not the Birch. Fan Club's going to be a little bit more reliable. Still can't hit me. Now he has only got 130 HP, so if I can Mega Evolve, I can actually knock him out. So I need to grab Shaymin for sure, Bronzor for the bench. Now we will go with the Bronzor energies in. I'll have to go Shaymin, keep Super Rod in my hand, drop to 6, come on, Steel, and a Mega Scizor. That is not what we need. In fact, this is actually one of the worst hands I've had yet. Alright, we are going to have to pass the turn. He's going to do 60, 80, a ton of damage. He's going to do 120 damage. No, 100. It's 100 damage right off of Moonstomp. It's going to be 20 from the Muscle Band, 20 from the... It's going to do 160. He's almost going to knock me out. That is a knockout. That is a definite knockout. That is not good. Not good for Scizor. Definitely not running very well this first game. Don't know why. I don't know why. We'll go with the Floatstone on the Zorua as well. And without doing anything, I'm going to go with the Birch. Now I get the Mega. Now I get the Mega. That is, it's so not necessary now. We are going to switch. Bronzor is going to go with the Steel Energy onto our Scizor. And I'm going to go into our unfortunate little Zorua. I can't waste my Zoroark yet. I'm going to Mega Evolve. Hopefully, in the next turn, I can at least go for the attack and knock out this Hawlucha. Otherwise, I'm in a very bad position. Gibble. And a rare candy. I see Garchomp coming up in the next turn or two. There's the energy drop. Here comes the Moonsault. That's a knocked out Zoroark. Mega Scizor has to make its entrance now. It's got to clean up, but I can't knock it out. I cannot knock out the Scizor EX, or the Hawlucha EX. And I think 20, 40, 60, 80... I might just be out of range. I might. We're going to go for the Iron Crusher. I'm going to get rid of the Stadium. I have a ton of options to deal with, but it's the Fighting Stadium that'll probably be the most important. Now, I'm already taking 20, which is not good. Another strong energy on the Gibble. Here's the rare candy. Here comes the Garchomp. We are gonna get destroyed here. I can't see us pulling through, guys. I've got max potions, don't get me wrong. But we're gonna have to see if I can come through here. I do not get knocked out. 120 damage. What I need to do, though, is I need to stand in, go with a max potion onto the Mega Scizor, go with an energy drop, Metal Links. Now Mega Scizor is completely set up one more time. I will go for the retreat into the Mega Scizor as we go for the Iron Crusher. Beautiful, beautiful. I don't need to discard your specials, they're going anyway. We're gonna collect a couple energies here, or a couple prizes. Now, thankfully I have another max potion in my hand, so whatever he plans to do in the next attack, 160, 180, I don't think you can knock me out. But again, I am not in range to knock out this Garchomp. Not in range. Hold on, Muscle Band, he's gonna go for a bite off. This is gonna knock me out. 200 damage. That counterattack really put in the pressure. I'm gonna throw up the Shaymin, but there's not really a whole lot I can do at this point. No. Ultra Ball away, the max. He can do over 200 damage. And he's only down to one prize card left, so in a sense, I'm not doing very well here today. We're gonna go for as best as we can, guys, but this Garchomp has walled us. There's not a whole lot we can do. Well, yeah, because we can't Mega Evolve. We'll unfortunately be out of range. We can do a ton of damage. I think this is our first loss of the day. This is a little bit disappointing. For those of you who don't know, I've been having technical issues with this episode for like the last 6 hours. This is actually my third time recording this, and this is actually the worst I've done all night. Now mind you, Garchomp is huge in this. Like, look at this. Beautiful plays. My opponent is playing gorgeously right now. And no matter what, he'll be able to knock me out. That's going to be 20, 40, onto the 160 from Bite Off. That is a knocked out Scizor if I've ever seen one. This is going to be game number 1. Thank you, my opponent, for playing such a fantastic game. Scizor did not get to showcase what he needs to do. Now, with that being said, you got to see exactly what I was supposed to do. I had a couple turns where I had a hard time setting up the first couple turns. That's not to say that that's a normal thing. Like I said, this deck is supposed to go very quick, and yeah, we didn't do very well the first little bit. But we will see how we go in game number 2. Hopefully we can pull out a win, but only time will tell. See you in just a second, guys. Alright, game number 2 is against Bruneo, playing a Lightning and Fire deck. I don't know what this is going to be. I have no idea. I'm excited. He's got the little snorkeler because of his beard. Things are glitching out still. I haven't liked too much of what they did with the update. Really kind of threw the game for a loop. But we'll see if that changes when Fated Collides come out and they repatch everything. So we're going to get this coin toss. We're going to flip tails and we are going to win this coin toss, which is beautiful. So it is now our turn. Are we going to get a decent hand? We get stuff. Our opponent actually doesn't have a basic, so that actually works in our favor. We are about to see that we are playing some sort of fire with blacksmith. I don't know what the lightning's for yet. I haven't figured that out yet. Alright. We're going to see what he's about to play with the active. Could be Magmar or Electivire, which would be really cool, but nowadays you want to run that with Smeargle. I might try that deck out shortly. Opponent has no basic Pokemon, so we are going to have a Zorua now on the bench as well, which is beautiful. It's a Charizard EX deck with Fire Blast. Well, that's not good for us. Definitely not good for us at all. I'm going to go for the Skyla and Ultra Ball. And the reason for this is because I really don't want a Sycamore right now. Not when I have all these VS Seekers, the utilities in my hand. I could get so many other things going instead of that right now. So Shaymin, come on through. We're going to play Shaymin, draw a few more cards. And we are up to a fair bench. Here comes a Bronzor. I'll save the Zorua for now as I go for a Floatstone here. I think that's it. I think that is my turn. Now what's nice is I can level ball for Bronzong, and I can be a Seeker to Skyla to get the Ultra Ball for Zoroark. Or I don't have to, and I just can Bronzor and then use the Ultra Ball to sack the level ball. That works too. So be a Seeker back into Skyla. This way I can save the Skyla for the next turn, or the VS Seeker for the next turn, and I can Sycamore. Let's grab the Ultra Ball that I need. Go for a bit of a discard here, and grab Zoroark. There he is. Alright, we've already set up. We have one Steel Energy in the discard pile, so I will be going for the stand-in. Getting off. Oh, hold on. I want to Metalings first. Got a little bit quick. Gonna attach that energy to Scizor. And now we will go for the retreat into Scizor EX, and we will go for the Gale Thrust, which will do a whopping 110 damage to Charizard. Now he cannot use Fire Blast this turn, which is gorgeous on us. Hopefully, if all things are considered, Scizor will be able to clean this up without having to do too much trouble. And we'll be able to go into game number 3. Pretty secure. And again, guys, there's the victory. He just gave it to us. I'm not here to win games. I'm here to showcase what the deck does. And as you can see, just from the 2 games, exactly what the deck is meant to do. Now, we got a couple prizes there, which is really cool. Don't matter. We are going into game number 3. 1 win, 1 loss. Our win was pretty quick. I'll bite. Our opponent did get a little unfortunate. Not my problem. And we never got to see what the lightning energy actually was meant for. With that being said, let's get into game number 3 and see if Scizor can really pull out the final match that he's been waiting for. Alright guys, our final game is against Devin Dante 666, and he's playing another steel deck. This is going to be actually really cool. I wonder what he's playing. Oh, I love this music. It just has that power is going right through my veins in this one. If you guys haven't checked out GlitchxCity, I highly recommend it. She is a fantastic, I guess she'd be a DJ in a sense. I don't know. She records amazing music. Definitely check her out if you haven't already. Her description is always in the description below. We're gonna go first in this match, and I am pumped to get this game going. Alright, so I got this fan club that I plan to use. Zorua, you can go in the active position, because you're a little easier to get out. We're going to go with the Bronzor on the bench. And we'll be using a fan club to get a couple cards out of the way. So we see a Dialga, a Bronzor, and a Jirachi. Very interesting. Floatstone on Zorua. I'm gonna go with the Pokemon Fan Club, Shaymin, Scizor. Easy peasy pumpkin squeezy, that is how we play. Scizor now is in the on the bench with a Steel Energy and a Spirit Link. We will go with the Shaymin. I would use the Level Ball, but I plan to use it for Bronzor. So I'm hoping for a Battle Compressor here. I do not get it. I'm going to hold off on using the Stadium at the moment. And I can at least Mega Evolve next turn. With that, I do believe that is going to be the end of our turn. We're about to see what our opponent is about to play. Can Scizor take out the mighty Dialga? We shall soon see. Now, he has a Shield Energy. Any damage done to the Steel type is reduced by 10, which is really cool. He's using a Battle Compressor as well. Something I hope I was able to get, but didn't get it. It's a shame. Probably 2 Steel Energies and a Supporter. Maybe 3 Steel Energies. 2 Steel Energies and a Sycamore. Saw that kind of coming. Now, if he's got a VS Seeker in his hand, he's going to go for that Sycamore right now. He doesn't, so he's going to pass the turn. Ultra Ball actually works in our favor quite a bit. I'll be Mega Evolving. I can go for the Level Ball, which will get us Bronzor. Or Bronzong. Sorry. We will evolve. Ditching both the Reverse and the Scizor Spirit Link. Getting our Zoroark. We will evolve. Just double checking, no Steel Energy in the discard, so I'll go with a Birch. 4 cards. We at least get a Steel Energy from that. In fact, I might ditch them and get a Shaymin. That way I can grab some more cards and get myself a little bit further ahead. Because I can still Metal Links that 1 energy onto Scizor, not a problem. Here we go, a couple more cards. Bronzor, now we've got 2. That's all we need. We're actually in very good shape. Gonna set up a Metal Links onto our Mega Scizor. So I can now go for an Iron Crusher and remove that special energy. I'm gonna retreat, go into Mega Scizor. Bronzong is actually gonna Metal Links for Zorua. Because in case I need to, I can use the bench against him. Now I will go for the Iron Crusher, which I will now remove his special. I will now remove that special energy, and it's now back down to nothing. Dialga has nothing. He did take 10 less damage, which, albeit, is crucial, but we are still in range of knocking Dialga out. And with him using double energies, it's not going to last very long. Heavy Ball. Neat item. Scizor, unfortunately, is too quick for Heavy Ball. We are seeing a Bronzong on his side, so we'll be able to see him set up right now. Which is fine. Not too threatened right now. The VS Seeker will go for that Sycamore that he discarded last turn. And now he'll be able to drop back up to 7. Now I'm a little bit more intimidated, because I don't know what he's about to get. But he has got a lot of pressure against him, which is not good for him. No, 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 no. No, no, no. Metal Links onto Jirachi, I assume? Because if you're playing Handagross, you really don't need it on the Metagross. Well, he's going for the Metagross. Alright, our turn. Now I'm going to double check. I do not have Lysandre out. So what I want to do is I want to grab a Battle Compressor. Hold on. Lysandre is not here. Lysandre's prize. This is a bit of a problem. I'm gonna grab a max potion. This way, in case he does manage to get some damage off on me, I can heal back. But I will go for the Iron Crusher now. I don't have any other plays I really need to make. I could have gone for an energy onto the Zoroark, but it's not really necessary. 2 prizes, Battle Compressor, and a Level Ball. Neither of which I really need at the moment. We see Beldum comes up. That was the target I was hoping for anyway. And we see the Steel Energy. We see a good old Steel Shelter, which means no special conditions can happen to either one of us. Don't really care about that. Good old Metagross. He's probably got a rare candy. There's the rare candy, so he's going to evolve. Now, you may discard all energy. This Pokemon is going to do 160 to me if he discards everything. Metal Lynx, he'll start setting up Jirachi. But he doesn't have any energy in the discard pile. Well, he does, but... Here comes the Iron Cannon. Is he gonna waste it or is he gonna keep it? 80 damage. Not worried about that. As I do have a max potion in the back, so I will simply stand in, go for the retreat, max potion, and we will Metal Lynx both of those Steel Energies right back onto our Mega Scizor. Beautiful, beautiful. Now, I don't really need too much else at the moment. I could use a Reverse Valley to counteract that and get some damage reduction, but not necessary at the moment. I think I'm just going to retreat out, get into Mega Scizor, and we will do a victory. That's game number 3, guys. I know not as epic as you were hoping for a finisher, but that is game number 3. We've claimed 2 out of 3 this week. Mega Scizor proves that he can compete a little bit in the meta. Well, okay, he played a couple oddball games. He could not take out Garchomp. That was the one deck he could not take out too fast. But with that being said, we had some fun games. Would I recommend this to you guys? And the answer is yes. Would I recommend it if you were playing as a competitive battler? No. But it is a very fun deck. You can see that the synergy works fantastically well. On a grand scheme, it works the majority of the time. I probably played about 20 games today. And out of 20 games, I think I had a whopping 3 that didn't work out for me. Whether it be a loss or, just something came up that it didn't work out. With that being said, had a lot of fun. I hope you guys actually enjoyed what you guys saw here. Definitely leave a couple likes, comments, and make sure to subscribe because I'm going to be bringing you content like this all the time now. Hopefully. But with that, guys, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next episode. But until then, time out.